Welcome back, guys. Well, this was quite the surprise when I went in this store. I really wasn't planning on doing much penny shopping, at least not in Dollar Tree this week, um, since the penny list was pretty well non existent for this week. But one of the things I love so much about Dollar Tree is they tend to restock penny items. So, this store, when I went in, and I'm sorry, I go back and forth to the same sections a couple times because um, my daughter was busy checking on where we could take the stuff and how much space we would have since it was all frozen items. Um, but this store was loaded with all the freezer stuff, which pennied what, 2 weeks ago now, maybe even three. But I think I ended up with like 25 bags of the broccoli, a bunch of the pizzas, a lot of Cool Whip, a couple things of ice cream. I didn't take the chicken Goya things. They were all out of date, and since I intend on donating them, I didn't want to take out of date stuff to their freezers, so I just left those. What else did we get? Oh, Texas Toast, got a whole bunch more of those. The Dove ice cream, I got that when the freezers originally um, pennied, but this store, the Dove ice cream was not a penny. And I thought I had seen some people getting these Reese's here, but they were not a penny, at least not in this store. I really hadn't planned on spending any time in Dollar Tree this week. I was going to spend the majority of my time at Dollar General, though I do think the electronics that are all going to a penny tomorrow are going to be pretty hard to find since they've been 90% off for quite a while. So I have a feeling that most stores are already going to be sold out of those. Uh, but I am excited about hitting the clearance event at Dollar General and having the 5 off 25 to use with that. So I might try to put up some scenarios for that and make a video for those. I'm a little bit embarrassed to admit how many of those whipped creams I kept for my household, but it's whipped cream, you know? You can't cream. I also kept a lot of the broccolis. Those are pretty good. But Mom agreed with me we needed to keep all the whipped creams. We didn't keep all of them, but we kept a lot of them. She didn't get to go on this trip with me because it was just a stop on the way home from work. Hopefully, I'll get to take her out tomorrow and go penny shopping. I did find one of these old 3 packs of crowns, but they are older pennies, so of course they scanned up as an error, so I just put them back. I was really excited. The first store I went to, there was a couple ladies in there that had 2 entire shopping carts of the refrigerated items, the discounted refrigerated items. So I thought those had pennied, but they did not penny at any of the stores I checked. So maybe they were just excited about the 15% off, I guess. Has any of y'all's cooler items pennied yet? Or maybe it was Restocks. I don't know. The canned whipped cream went last time, like 5 months ago, and they had a whole bunch of that in their shopping carts. So I'm wondering if maybe they had restocked that, some old pennies. I don't know. I was a little confused because if it was restocked old pennies, those would be so old that they would come up as an error, not as a penny. And they're dairy items, so they would long since be out of date if they came out of the back room. I don't know if they actually ship old pennies to the store sometimes. I was assuming they were just coming out of the back room, But maybe they actually get shipped to the store sometimes. But this definitely reminded me to keep my eyes peeled for older pennies. Just because it didn't penny this week doesn't mean it's not going to be in the store. I think that's one of the real big differences between Dollar General and Dollar Tree. You pretty much have to be in Dollar General the day it pennies to come up with anything. And I can go in Dollar Trees any random day and come out with a cartload, which is pretty awesome. I'm going to have to come back to this store uh, and bring my kid with me. We'll go in a Dollar Tree and she'll spend the entire time over in the plates and dishes section and come up with all kinds of stuff. I had seen somebody getting these marble plates a couple weeks ago, but I hadn't found any. So I was excited to get these. But this section is really well stocked. There's a lot that could be gone through over here. I didn't take the time to do it. For one, because I'm not very good at it. They all kind of look the same to me. I don't notice the different ones, especially like the lemon ones. I know a bunch of those pennied a while back, but the new ones and the old ones look pretty much the same to me, or the fall ones. And then, secondly, because I'm way too short to get to all see what the majority of this stuff even is. And thirdly, because I'm kind of clumsy and I probably would end up breaking something. So we'll drag her back and make her go through all this stuff, see what she can find. All in all, though, not too bad for a week that there really wasn't a penny list. I got 10 of those marble plates, and then, as y'all saw, an enormous shopping cart of all the frozen items. I did manage to get a whole bunch of stuff put together and donated out this weekend, so I feel a little less like I'm drowning in pennies. I still have a lot. See, like those blue cups right there. I swear those are the same ones I was getting. I don't think I checked them, so they might have been, but you really don't think about the practicality of getting the dishes out when you get a whole bunch of them until you're doing it by yourself and they got a pole on the shopping cart and you've blocked up the whole line because they want to wrap every cup in newspaper and then you got to carry one or two bags out at a time. And of course, some more Father's Day cards. Yet again, I didn't take this display. I really don't have the space to store a whole bunch of cards